G'day guys, Jackson Millan, the Wealth Mentor here. Hope you're doing well. So I was having a chat with a new client recently, and we're talking around what he wants for Christmas. And I asked him a pretty interesting question, so you want to stay tuned for this one. So I said, Will, what do you think your business would want for Christmas? And Will looked at me a bit funny. He paused and thought for a moment. And then he said, Jackson, I think my business would like 5 new clients. Now, makes sense, right? Clients means revenue. Revenue means profit. Profit means Will is able to buy his kids Christmas presents. Pretty logical. But does that actually happen each and every single time? Like, if the magic formula was just winning one more client to be able to achieve all of your goals, be able to have the cash flow that you want to fuel everything that you want in your life and in your business, we'd all be fine, right? The reality is I see so many people out there talking about their next client. I just need one more client, one more client, one more client, one more client. But it's never the solution, is it? So I said to Will, I go, mate, well, what if I could give you a strategy that allowed you to earn the equivalent of 5 clients, but in profit? How would you like that? And all the while, they're spending $0 in ad spend and not having to do an absolute thing different. Sounds too good to be true, right? Will thought the same. First thing he said was, how? So I said, well, there's 7 cash flow levers that you can pull in your business. And the reality is that you and most other business owners, for that matter, are only pulling one. It is the volume lever. What about the other 6 levers that go underutilized? What about your price lever? What about your direct cost lever? What about your overheads lever? What about your accounts receivable lever? What about your work in progress lever? And what about your accounts payable lever? There are 6 other levers that you have the ability to pull in your business that can actually result in far more benefit for you than more clients. Now we'll pause for a moment. And he's like, okay, well, what levers do you suggest I pull? And I said, well, let's first work out why you shouldn't continue to pull the new client lever, because the reality is that your cost per acquisition of every new client results in the fact that if you break even on that client or make a small margin, you're actually doing pretty well. So we did a little bit of a case study. We looked at 3 levers. We looked at lever number 1, increase his volume by 10%. Sure, if we can get more clients, fantastic. But lever number 2, we increased his pricing by 10%. Not just on his new clients, but on all of his clients. We added some additional services and we worked out what can we do to add more value between now and Christmas to validate a 10% increase. And 3, we renegotiated with his suppliers and were able to negotiate a 10% discount if he paid up front. So 10% on volume, 10% on price, 10% on direct costs. And this is going to result in a $269,000 net cash flow benefit for his business. Let's assume a client's worth $10,000 to you. That is 26, nearly 27 new clients, all for pulling a couple of levers. So my question for you, what do you now want for Christmas?